Hello everyone, I am Ryuhime and Merry Christmas! So yeah, it's a special episode today, just wanted to do something a bit different. It's not just another episode of Grass Versus, this is a solo run. Haven't done anything like this. Yes, I know, I said I was going to make the Battle Network run next and I am working on that. But, like I said, it's Christmas, so here's something special. So, what am I doing today? It's a Vileplume only run, so let's go over those rules real quick about it. First off, I can only use Vileplume and any of its forms before getting to Vileplume. That's it. That's the only thing usable in battle. HM buddies are allowed, but that's just to get around the map because that's required. And level up moves. If it comes down to an emergency, I can use TMs, but no, I'm trying to stick to the level up moves only. The only items I can use in battle are Pokeballs, and that's to get the HM buddies. That's it. And no glitches or exploits on purpose. If it's something I can't control, then there's nothing I can do about that. That just happens. And what am I expecting this run? Honestly, just gonna have a good, jolly time. We're gonna have a fun time. It may take a while, but I'm not gonna need to get to level 100. There's just no way I'm gonna need to do that with a Vileplume. So anyways, let's begin. Okay, so obviously we have Oddish, who replaced Bulbasaur, and our first rival battle is, it's a complete and total wash. Unless I get lucky with some Gen 1 misses and non-stop growls from the rival, this isn't happening. So we just take the loss and then grind as we go to the next gym. Which, by the way, leads me to one trainer on the way. The unavoidable bug catcher, and yeah, this is a bit of a preview for something I want to do later. I only have Absorb available, so there's only one type of attack that's going on this entire battle. I don't want to just set it up to where I can struggle for the win, because that just doesn't feel right to me. But regardless, I just spam Absorb, and then when I run out of Absorb, go for struggle. Yeah, I must have been just doing 1 damage per Absorbs, but that's what happens. Anyways, on to Brock. Yeah, I think we all know what happens here. Absorb on Geodude, Geodude goes down. Onix takes 2 Absorbs, but craziest thing happened, and it was scary. There was a Gen 1 miss on the second Absorb, so I had to go for a third, and oh, I'm glad it was a 3-turn fight instead of a 2-turn. But yeah, other than that, easy victory. Now, let's go to the next gym, but there's another battle I have to mention now. There's this Team Rocket grunt battle that's mandatory. Can't skip it, there's a Rattata and a Zubat. The Rattata's no problem, but I'm going to say this, the first time I tried this battle, it was a loss. There was just no way I can keep up with that damage. Absorb is definitely only doing 1 damage, and Zubat has Leech Life. That's double super effective in this generation, and nope, just not happening. But I did come back, I did grind, and the second try, thanks to Sleep Powder and a bit more damage, we won. But I am going to say this, if it came down to it, I think I was going to go ahead and grind up to level 24, making sure I don't evolve Oddish until that level, because if the evolution starts at level 21, then Acid doesn't appear till level 28, but either way, it just wasn't necessary. But anyways, next up is Misty, and I think we've seen this one before. Just spam Absorb until victory for both Staryu and Starmie. Yeah, I think we've seen this before, but easy victory. Next up is our rival, and it goes about how you expect. Pidgeotto is first, and with the combination of Sleep Powder and Absorb, just an easy victory there, but yeah, we're hoping to get this kind of damage out of the way sooner or later. Acid cannot come fast enough. Next up is Abra, and I poison it with Poison Powder, then just switch between Poison Powder and Stun Spore. That way I don't waste Absorbs on Abra. There's no need for that. Rattata's next, and it's just Absorb until Rattata's out. It's an easy one. And finally, Charmander, and yeah, Sleep Powder Absorb until I win. I'm glad we got a Gloom for this, but yeah, it's a sign. We're gonna win. It's gonna be easy, I think. But anyways, to the next rival battle and gym. And wouldn't you know it, we have Acid by this time. So yeah, what happens with Pidgeotto? Sleep Powder and Acid by Pidgeotto. Eradicate is next, and Sleep Powder and then Absorb because I took a hit, I need some HP back. Next up is Kadabra, and yeah, just one Acid. Who knew? Charmeleon is last, and yeah, I set up Sleep Powder because I expected to take more than one hit, but Critical Acid. I'll take it. Next up is Lieutenant Surge, and yeah, he's not putting up a big fight here. It's just spam Acid on every single Pokemon until victory. Not much else to say here. Okay, so, yep, we're gonna go travel through Rock Tunnel and see the rival in Lavender Town. See you then! Okay, so, the fourth rival battle. Sleep Powder and Acid on Pidgeotto. I think we've seen this one coming. Execute comes out, and it's one Acid by Execute. Gyarados is next. Sleep Powder and spam Absorb because, yeah, there was a bite and a Dragon Rage there. Yeah, I don't want to keep that damage on me for the next bit. Next up, Kadabra and Sleep Powder Absorb because I need that HP back. And finally, Charmander, who, you guessed it, Sleep Powder and Acid. Maybe I'm a little too worried, but, you know, I don't want to take risk yet. Next up is Giovanni, and Giovanni is, just as easy as you'd think he'd be. Absorb to take down Onix, and because we got Petal Dance for Rhyhorn and Kangaskhan. And yes, Vileplume's here. It's finally the right time. It's Erica time, and yeah, I just spam Acid until I win. Like, I love you, Erica, but I had to do this. It's a Vileplume run. Hate to do this with your ace against you, but that's just how it is. And by the way, I'm going to mention that I'm not skipping any gym trainers or any of the Team Rocket grunts because I don't want to miss that experience. It's going to be necessary for later. You'll see. But anyways, we have a slight change in route, and we're up against the fifth rival battle. Sleep Powder and Acid to take out Pidgeot. Execute just goes down into Acid. Like, I don't know how else to tell you. Gyarados, Sleep Powder, and Acid by Gyarados. Alakazam. Yeah, we're starting to get into I'm worried territory. Sleep Powder, Absorb to get some HP back, Acid for the KO. And finally Charizard, Sleep Powder, and Acid. And the only thing Charizard did was use Ember twice. We're not quite there at super worried, but we're getting there. So, anyways, Giovanni. First up, Nidorino, Sleep Powder, Acid. And honestly, spamming Acid is the best move here. Kangaskhan and Rhyhorn. Yeah, just say goodbye to them. Petal Dance just takes them both out. Last up is Nidoqueen, and Petal Dance ends at its third turn. We hit ourselves in confusion, and then we go back to Petal Dance for the win. But, man, Nidoqueen needs better moves, like Poison Sting, really? On to the next gym, and it's out of order, because we're doing Sabrina for the fifth gym. Wow, it's crazy, right? But anyways, Kadabra's first, and it goes down to an Acid. Next up is Mr. Mime. Acid takes down most of its health. We take damage from confusion, and then I absorb to try and get some of that HP back. Venomoth is next. It hits us with a Psybeam. I put it to sleep, and then knock it out with Acid. Hopefully Alakazam isn't deadly, and here's Alakazam to show us, and it's just Psywave. What was I worried about? Sleep Powder, Acid by Alakazam. That wasn't that bad. Well, on to Koga. Koga's here for the sixth gym battle, and yeah, Sleep Powder and Acid for coughing. There was an X attack in there, but that didn't matter. Next up is Muk, Sleep Powder, and Acid. I'm always hoping for defense jobs because that helps a lot. The next coughing is up, because hooray, he has two. Sleep Powder, Acid, Sleep Powder, and then I take it out with Absorb. There was another X attack in there. He loves spamming those for some reason. And finally, Wheezing. Yeah, it's Sleep Powder, then I just use Petal Dance, because why not? I'm gonna see how much it does, and it turned out to be the right choice. It was easy enough. And there was another X attack. Do we have to give a counter for this one too? Hey, it's time for Blaine! And if you thought Blaine was going to stop us, no. Growlithe goes down to a bit of a sleep powder and acid with a super potion in there, because obviously. Ponyta's next, and yeah, it did not want to cooperate with sleep. It immediately woke up, we missed sleep powder, we got hit by fire spin, there were some super potions tossed in, and we finally put it back to sleep, and then acid and absorb for the KO. Like, this is getting crazy. Rapidash is up next, and we outspeed it, funnily enough. Sleep powder, acid, and absorb for a bit more HP. Then Rapidash wakes up, and then we just knock it out with acid. I'm not dealing with that. Last up is Arcanine. Sleep powder misses. Blade throws out a super potion for no reason. It's full HP. What the heck? And we finally put it to sleep, use a couple acids, and then take it down with Petal Dance. Blaine, that's 4 super potions for no reason whatsoever, but that's our Blaine. We expect this. It's time for the final Giovanni battle. If you expected this to not be easy, you were wrong, because Rhyhorn and Dugtrio and even Nidoqueen all go down to Absorb being spammed on them. I mean, there was a Guard Spec thrown in there for Nidoqueen, but they weren't all that bad at all. Like, come on. Red HP, Guard Spec, what are you doing, Giovanni? And Giovanni's last 2 Pokemon are Nidoking and Rhydon, and you guessed it, Petal Dance. And because Giovanni decided to throw in Guard Spec, like, as part of his one turn where he got to attack, no damage. Yeah, Vileplume took no damage from his last 2 Pokemon. Alright, rival time, right? Yes, rival time. And as you can guess, it's Sleep Powder and Acid to take out Pidgeot. Rhyhorn just goes down to a single Absorb. Execute, yep, Sleep Powder and a couple Acid by Execute. This is what we expect. Gyarados comes out next. We miss Sleep Powder twice. It hits us a couple times. And then we finally do a Sleep Powder and get our health back with Absorb until it's knocked out. Alakazam is next, and this is a worry point. Put it to sleep with a Sleep Powder, Absorb a couple times, and then just throw acid on it until it goes down. Do we have enough? Because Charizard is last, Sleep Powder and Acid 3 times for the win, and for whatever reason, Scrooge, our rival, uses a potion. Like, come on, man. It's this late into the game and you're using a potion? Let's not do that. Alright, so last bit of the game, and yeah, it's not looking bad. It's not looking bad at all. So let's take our first swing at the Elite Four and see how this goes. First up, Lorelei, and yeah, Sleep Powder and Acid. It just is what you expect. Cloyster is next, and Absorb does good damage after we put it to sleep, but 2 Absorbs don't take it out, so we finish it off with Acid. That could be fixed with some levels. Slubra is next, and while we probably could just spam Acid because of its good AI, we don't. We just put it to sleep and take it out with Acid. Next up is Jinx, and I don't want to deal with this, so Sleep Powder and Acid by Jinx. And last up is Lapras, and we just take it down with Petal Dance. I just love finishing off the battle with Petal Dance. Sure, there was a blizzard, but it didn't do enough. It didn't freeze either. So, easy victory. Next is Bruno, and Bruno is about as easy as you would expect. Onix goes down to 1 Absorb. Hitmonchan, put a Sleep and Acid by Hitmonchan. Hitmonlee we just take out with 2 acids. I don't even bother putting it to sleep. The next Onix comes out, take it out with a Petal Dance. Like, why not? And finally Machamp comes out, and Petal Dance takes it out, even with that submission that just hit. Like, I was not worried about this battle. I don't think you should be worried about it either. And now, for the battle that I worried about, it's Agatha. And, oh yeah, we didn't even get past the first Gengar. I'm just going to say that right now. There is Confusion Self-Hits, and it looked good for a while. We got Sleep Power and Acid to go through, even with 2 Super Potions. And then, oh man, Gengar woke up. We failed to put it back to sleep because I was using acid, and it landed Hypnosis and beat us with Dream Eater and Nightshade. Okay, I clearly need to grind a little bit for this. There's plenty of trainers to still go through, so welcome back. I don't think I'm even going to bother covering Lorelei and Bruno. They're easy. Alright, second attempt at Agatha, and it goes a lot better. And Gengar goes down with a combination of Sleep Powder and Acid. And Paddle Dance, by the way. Because I just wanted to test the damage and get this done. And next up is Golbat. We finish Paddle Dance, and for some reason Golbat was spamming Haze, so it removed our confusion. Thanks, and then it hits us with Confuse Ray, and we're confused again. And it's just crazy. It's like I miss Sleep Powder, hit myself in confusion, get unconfused by Haze again, and then put it back to sleep, and here comes Haunter. We knock out Haunter with some Pedal Dance, hit ourselves in confusion, Acid, hit ourselves a couple times, put Golbat to sleep, and then finally knock it out with Acid. Okay, Agatha. Arbok is next, and Sleep Powder, Acid, and Pedal Dance. That's all we need, Pedal Dance. There was a Super Potion there, but now Pedal Dance was doing way more than enough damage. And here's Agatha's second Gengar. We hit ourselves in our confusion after Gengar fails with Toxic, because we're poisoned. And then I use my final Sleep Powder and use Pedal Dance as much as I can, because I need to get this battle over with, but it all fails because we hit ourselves in confusion and Nightshade. Okay, we're not done with this, but there's a little bit more I can do. There's some ethers, some elixirs, and even their max variants, so I'm going to go grab those, get a little bit more grinding in, and I'll see you when I return. Here we go. Alright, another attempt at Agatha, so this is our third run. Yeah, as you can see, we're handling Gengar and Golbat pretty easily. We put Gengar to sleep, Golbat comes in, we put Golbat to sleep, and then hit it with Acid until it gets knocked out. Gengar comes back out, we hit it with some more Acid, put it to sleep as we need to, and knock it out with Absorb after more Acid spam. Yeah, Haunter is next, and it was easy. Sleep Powder and Acid. Bye-bye, Haunter. And Agatha is going to be annoying with her last two Pokemon, too. We start by hitting it with Sleep Powder and Acid, and then Gengar number 2 comes in. Like, right when Arbok was at red health, I don't know why. Then we put Gengar to sleep and spam Acid until Sleep Powder misses. We get hit by Nightshade. Arbok comes back out. We knock out Arbok with Acid. Then we put Gengar number 2 to sleep and hit it with Acid until it's got like a third of its HP left. And I said, you know what, let's do this. And Pedal Dance for the win. That's even with those Super Potions there. Agatha, just why? This would not be a bad fight if it wasn't for all the Super Potion spam and just doing whatever at any random time. It doesn't matter if it's a switch, it's status move, there's just no way to prepare for this. The final member of the Elite Four, Lance. I am glad this is something more normal. First up, we put Gyarados to sleep, absorb for some HP because we got hit by Hyper Beam, and then knock it out with Acid. And now, the Dragonairs. Yeah, we're not going to take damage against the Dragonairs, because the good AI is going to force it to just use Agility. Yeah, that's why I stopped using Absorb on Gyarados, because I was just going to get it all back here by absorbing until I get full HP, then just taking out both Dragonairs with Acid. Like, I can't control this. This is just how they react. Aerodactyl comes out. We get confused by Supersonic, put Aerodactyl to sleep, and then just use Absorb. But then I decided to test Acid's damage because I figured it's probably going to KO. It doesn't. Lance uses a Hyper Potion, but because I got a defense drop, I spam Acid a couple more times, then knock out Aerodactyl with Absorb. And the battle's over now, because Dragonite's only going to use Barrier, so I put it to sleep and just use Acid. And get one last crit. Yep, not much I can say about that other than, Lance, your AI is too good for you. So anyways, now we're at the final battle with our rival, Scrooge. let's see how this goes. First up is Pidgeot and Sleep Powder and Acid. I don't know what we expected. Next up is Alakazam, and I've been worried about this one. It crits with a Psybeam. We land Sleep Powder, and then I do not want to risk anything. I hit Acid 2 times. Goodbye, Alakazam. Rhydon is up next, and we get as much health as we can back with Absorb. Executor comes out, and it goes down with 2 acids after being put to sleep. Gyarados is next. I put it to sleep. It gets up immediately. I miss Sleep Powder, get hit with a Hyper Beam, put it back to sleep, and then just absorb until I take it out, because I think I need as much HP as I can get for Charizard. Speaking of which, Charizard, we happen to outspeed. We land a Sleep Powder, use Acid a couple times, then I decided, you know what, let's be a little cheeky with this. I hit with a Petal Dance, barely missed the KO, but I guess Scrooge found his holiday spirit and decided to gift us the victory because he didn't heal. We won. Okay, so yeah, this run taught me a couple of things, and I need to make a couple notes here. First up, the solo runs just seem to move so much faster than the team runs. And it's just because I only have to concentrate on one Pokemon versus an entire team. And I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. Yes, I know, the Battle Network 1 video is being worked on. It's just going to take a while. That's just how it is. But hey, let me just ask you guys something, just because we're here at the end of the video anyways. If you're watching this on Christmas, then please just say Merry Christmas in the comments. That would be nice. Because I will reply Merry Christmas as well. Even if it's from my mobile account, because that's how it works. But hey, if you got any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments too, just while you're at it. But yeah, that's about all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and next time, yeah, hopefully I will have the Battle Network 1 video up as fast as possible. But anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, later everyone.